Hi guys! Welcome back to Money Mindset, the channel that gives you valuable content on how to make your money work instead of having to work for money. Be sure to subscribe so you won't miss out on the upcoming videos and grow your own money mindset. If you want to make your money work, you first need to know the rules of money, especially in 2021. In today's video, I'll explain you those rules, and if you follow them, I'm pretty sure you can multiply your income. Rule number 1. Treat money like a game. Everyone has their own unique belief in money. Depending on your beliefs, treating money as a game may sound crazy to you. Looking at money from this perspective makes the game of wealth less stressful, and the way to make more money will be more precise. If you know and understand the rules of money, you will soon find that you earn more from them. In other words, if you learn how money works, what direction it can take, and the laws that help run our financial system, you will be unstoppable. Many people make money much harder than it has to be. People tend to look at money and how you get it as if it were rocket science, but it's not really that complicated. Most people usually like to label money as something terrible, and you will usually hear that it is associated with some form of negativity. We have all heard the phrases, "the rich are greedy," or "money is hard to get," or the number one favorite household, "money is the root of all evil." Believe it or not, phrases like these only repel money from entering your life. Rule number 2. Money is knowledge. In his book, The Conspiracy of the Rich, Robert Kiyosaki said that we do not need money to make money. As long as we have the proper knowledge, we can make money with it. There is no expiration date when it comes to learning, and the more knowledge you can take on, the easier it will be for you. Even if the business grows and you feel that you have mastered everything, you can always discover something new. In other words, we should improve our financial literacy. Rule number 3. Saving won't make you rich. Saving money is undoubtedly essential and is a big step in the right direction. However, if you are trying to build real wealth, saving alone will not do the job. Why doesn't it do the job? Saving alone will not do much because there is no growth. Sure, money is collected and set aside, but it always stays on the side unless you work to multiply it. Do you have to put your money to work for you, and how do you do it? By investing. If you plan to get rich, you need to invest your money in things that can bring you a return. Whether it's a stock, your own online business, or a physical business, you need to invest your money in an asset. Rule number 4. Avoid debt like the plague. Most people treat debt as a normal part of life. They divide it into categories such as good debt and bad debt. They talk about it endlessly, as if it were a mathematical secret. Debt is not complicated. When you pay money for other people's temporary use of money, you will be poorer. It is as simple as that. On the other hand, you get more prosperous if you charge money for temporarily letting other people use your money. It's simple math. You should only use debt if it's for your survival. Otherwise, you should only borrow if it's going to make you richer. Period. Rule number 5. Take calculated risks. Whether it's money, love, or life in general, you have to take risks if you want rewards. When it comes to money, taking risks means investing in things that may be of lower value, such as stocks, real estate, or your own business. Can you go through your life without risk? Sure, but like my dad used to say, you'll never hit the ground. Risky investments usually offer a chance for higher returns, and this extra return can change the size of your nesting egg. If you invest $200 a month for 30 years and earn 12% a year, you will end up with hundreds of thousands of dollars more in retirement savings than if the same investment earned only 2% a year. Taking a measured amount of risk is the difference between getting rich and making a living. Rule number 6. Avoid borrowing money. Don't borrow if you can avoid it. You can unnecessarily add financial burden to your loan if you already have one. Unless the money borrowed to build a property can generate income or appreciation, borrowing as an idea won't make your family better off. If you must borrow to meet regular and frequent needs or keep a steady household income, make sure you are borrowing against assets. This is not the time for high-cost loans. Rule number 7. Have proper financial mindset. Financial comfort is more about mindset than about any rule-based facts or milestones. As one settles down to one's income and expense patterns, it's easy to spot where the loopholes are. Systemic dissatisfaction with the inability to meet expenses must prompt a young household to rethink its income strategy. Or the inability to consistently control spending could be a matter of emotional spending. Rule number 8. Choose your money handling team carefully. People are good at different things. We need to leverage the resources of experts to help us in our lives and in our work. We need lawyers, accountants, financial advisors, and more. It's important to build a team of experts that we can call when we need it. They must be reliable and have a good understanding of ourselves and our plans to offer tailored advice. Team is part of Robert's BI triangle. Rule number 9. Cash still holds the value. If there's one thing people have learned during this financial crisis, it's that cash is king, and it always will be. When times are good, you always hear people talk about not keeping any cash in your pocket. People will tell you it is collecting dust and only depreciating due to inflation. I'm here to tell you that saving is much more important than investing, especially at the beginning of your financial journey. I see too many young people losing everything because they bet their money on investment schemes they don't even understand. When a crisis hits like the coronavirus pandemic, you'll need some cash. It doesn't matter if you are a business owner or if you work in an office. You need some spare cash that you never touch except in serious emergencies. It's the kind of money that can get you out of bankruptcy. In addition, this money can help you out of homelessness if you lose your job like millions and millions of people today. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't invest, take risks, and play games. The whole point is to do so, but carefully. We're talking about having a minimum savings of 3 to 12 months. Most people don't have that kind of currency available. In fact, most people live on a paycheck. This means they don't stop going bankrupt every week. To double and increase your money, you need to invest. But first and foremost, you need to be safe and sheltered during a crisis. Rule number 10. Set financial goals in advance. Most people don't have financial goals because they fear they won't be able to reach them. Setting and achieving goals is highly rewarding and fulfilling. If you're not doing anything with money, you're just walking around with no real purpose. Then what's the point of working so hard? You need a purpose. And then you need some goals to set you up for success. Goals will be split into smaller goals, and these are your next moves. If you're not sure what your next move is, think of the first logical step towards your goal and do it now. Planning your money movements will also help you save more money and combat free spending. You will discipline yourself by setting spending limits, and, ideally, you will start making more money over time. Well guys, that was it for today's video. Many thanks for watching. Let me know how you liked it in the comments section below. Also, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned as I bring you more money mindset content. Hope to see you next time.